I'm just as scared about how I am as my sister is. But this is how I've been for a long time, and I don't know how to change that.
Just living life is a struggle daily. So there's many days that I don't get out of bed because of the pain, and I hate what I'm doing to Renee.
Few reality shows deliver raw emotion like My 600-Pound Life. Over the years, the series has captured explosive arguments, emotional breakdowns, and moments that had fans holding their breath. These dramatic scenes revealed the intense struggles behind every fight for change. Today, we're revisiting the most dramatic moments ever seen on My 600-Pound Life. Octavia is at a point where her weight is honestly her worst enemy. Her life is miserable because her weight does not allow her to do anything with herself. For an entire year, she has been bedridden, and the entirety of her body hurts non-stop all day long. Is she going to make the bold step to change? Let's find out. Her story starts off like this.
And it's so bad that I haven't been able to get up for over a year now. So I've had to learn to live in a whole different way. That's demeaning. And when I use the restroom, I can't get up, so I have to use the underpad like a dog.
Wow, I don't know what could be worse than what Octavia is going through. She hasn't been able to leave her bed for over a year because of her weight. The crazy part is that her roommate is the one who even helps her with everything.
So now we moved Octavia's bed to the living room because we didn't want it to be a situation where she needed help and couldn't get out.
I try my best to clean myself as much as I can.
Men, how can you not feel sorry for Octavia right now? It's already sad that her roommate has to do everything for her. What's worse is that Octavia can't have her bath in the bathroom. She has to clean up on the bed, and that makes her back hurt a lot.
Most of the time, all I can do is lay here in bed all day. And all I do is eat.
You ready for breakfast?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, babe. Eating is my happiness. It makes me feel safe.
That's honestly so sad. Octavia's roommate is sad because she has to watch Octavia eat so much, knowing fully well that it's not good for her health. What hurts her even more is the fact that food is the only thing that makes Octavia happy, and she doesn't want to see Octavia sad.
My sister has 3 children, and I love being their aunt. And the only times I ever feel happy are either when I'm eating or when I see them. They live nearby and come over once a day.
All Juan. That's so cute. Octavia says that the only thing that makes her happy aside from food is her sister's kids coming to visit her. She even shares her stash of junk with them. It's good that she isn't alone, especially in her current situation.
I worry about her a lot. So much so I know people would say, well, why do you bring her this stuff? Or, she has a problem, but when you're confined to your home and you really can't do anything else, this is the little bit of joy that she does have.
Even Octavia's sister knows that she shouldn't be eating the amount of food she does. But then again, for someone who doesn't leave the house, Octavia's only joy comes from eating, and her sister doesn't want to take that away from her because if she says no, someone else will get it.
I was more than double the weight I was supposed to be at for my age. And that was a big shock, but it didn't stop me from going to food and gaining even more.
No child should ever have to go through such a traumatic experience. Octavia's childhood was not pleasant at all. Her mother got into a relationship with an abusive man, and she would hide objects around the house to protect herself. That must have been hard.
Once again, my mom had to take care of me and my sister on her own. And it meant she'd have to start working long hours again to provide for her. But her neighbor, which was a friend of the family, agreed to watch us when she did.
Geez, I can't believe what I just had. Wow. You honestly can't blame Octavia for her current state. Apparently, after her mom left her abusive stepdad, her mom would often tell their neighbor to watch Octavia and her sister. Anytime she went to the neighbor's house, he would rape her and give her $50 when he was done. Hearing that just breaks my heart.
Can feel it getting worse every day. So I'm running out of time and I'm not ready to die. I reached out to Dr. Now's office in Houston and they set a video call with me to talk to him.
What matters is that she is making the bold step to work on her body. For someone who has been through so many traumatic events, it's good to see that she wants to lose weight. She's scared that Dr. Now might not want to help her, but let's see what he says.
But if you bring you down, you also gonna need someone to move down here with you because you're gonna need some support system because not mobile and you won't be able to handle everything by yourself.
Right.
We can't argue with her on that one. Her meeting with the doc went pretty well. She was nervous, but she definitely kept it together. Dr. Now tells her that he is going to arrange transport to bring her down to Texas, but he needs her to move with someone who won't enable her eating habit.
Taking this upon herself to do it her own way. How are you feeling, Octavia?
Feeling okay.
Okay, I want to get you inside as quickly as possible so we can make sure you're okay. Are you able to get up and stand?
No.
Okay, well, let's get you inside.
Even the doc can't hide his fear and worry. He is worried that Octavia might not have lost enough weight for her to put on the program. What bothers him the most is that he feels like she might not be cut out for the task ahead of her.
Then you need to show me that you're willing to work hard like you need at home. So it's important for your friend to get those diet instructions so she understands what's going on, because she still has some issue with her own weight.
Thank heavens she knows that everything still boils down to her. The doc explains that she needs to show him she can lose weight by burning down at least 50 pounds before the next month. That's the only way he would take her seriously and approve her for surgery.
And I've been working hard to do all my exercises. I use a pole with weights on it, exercising my arms and my legs, doing leg lifts, toe curls, some stretching, different things like that.
You have got to be impressed by how much effort Octavia is putting into this. It's been 2 months now and she's doing her best. She's not where the doc wants her to be, but she's making good progress. She even says she can sit on a wheelchair now. Imagine that.
So we'll go ahead and send you home today. But now it's time to show me that you're ready to do this on your own. So I want you to lose 50 pounds in a month, and we're gonna send physical therapy to your apartment 2 days a week to continue working with you.
That's amazing news. Dr. Now is proud of the effort she has put in. She has been able to lose 103 pounds, and that's pretty good. He is sending her home now to lose weight, and if she's able to walk, he is going to approve her for weight loss surgery.
I made it down to 584, and Dr. Now said I had to lose 50 pounds this month. So that means I need to be below 534 today, and I think I did that. I just have to stand to get my weight checked.
Wow, even I don't understand what's going on. Octavia has put so much effort into getting better. She visits the hospital a second time, and instead of losing weight, she seems to have added more weight than the previous time. Dr. Now is not going to be happy with that.
You mean being hectic?
It's been a lot. I've been stressed. So, when I'm stressed, I eat.
So we're giving you this chance to save your life. And you tell me you can't do it right now because you're stressed?
Well, she might be right. Dr. Now doesn't waste a minute scolding Octavia for adding weight rather than losing weight. But she says that she needs therapy, and her problem is something that she has been struggling with for years. Let's hope the doc understands that.
If you haven't addressed the core issue at play, so doing it from 6 months to a year and for a lifetime, that's the struggle. Mark Twain said, quitting smoking is easy.
Looks like she has been given a second chance to do better. The next she comes to the hospital, you can bet the doc is not going to be as lenient as he was today. I honestly hope therapy works for her and she can get her weight loss surgery done once and for all.
Keep missing your appointment and you making excuses. I'm not sure if those excuses are real or you making them up. If they're real, then you should go to the hospital and have a check to make sure there's nothing wrong with you.
It looks like Octavia might be in some serious trouble. She was meant to come in today to see the doctor at the hospital. She tells the doc that she hurt her hip real bad and she can't even walk at all. The doc wants to send an ambulance to bring her in.
Backbone for everyone, but I can't be that for myself because I feel like my hurdles are mountain, whereas if I'm helping somebody else, it's not as hard, and I have to figure that out and not give up on me.
That's good to hear. Boy, am I glad to see that she's doing okay. Apparently the hip thing was a false alarm, and she felt better after speaking to the doctor. Now she's putting in more work and eating healthy so she can meet her target for surgery. Let's hope her efforts don't go to waste.
Sticking to it.
All right, super. You all are doing great. And Octavia, with your recent weight loss, we can go ahead and approve you for weight loss surgery.
Lacey's life is just a huge struggle, given the fact that she allowed her weight to get out of hand. She says that her purpose in life at this point is to eat. She is just 29 years old, and she weighs over 600 pounds. Imagine that. Does she have any hope of getting better? Let's find out. Lacey's story starts off like this.
It's so much worse when I move. So getting up and having to start my day is something I dread.
Because the very first few steps out of bed, that's the most painful.
And every day it's getting worse to the point where I'm scared now. My legs could give out.
If that happens, it will be devastating. Lacey struggles every morning. The worst part of her dad is waking up and trying to have her bath. She lives alone, and her fear is that her mom or sister might come to visit and she might not be alive to see them.
I'm ashamed I've let it get to this point, and I refuse to even look at my body anymore.
And I don't even like thinking about it. I don't like looking at it. I'm overwhelmed by the size of my body.
Imagine being disgusted by your own body body? Wow, Lacey is definitely having a hard time dealing with the fact that she is very fat. She doesn't like to look at mirrors in her own home because they remind her that she is fat, and that makes her depressed.
And the only joy I have left is food. I basically live to eat because it's the only reason I put myself through all I do to get up. Because once I finish getting ready, I just start eating.
Haha, I actually can't believe that just came out of her mouth. I think we understand why she says that she basically lives to eat. Having her bath is already pretty exhausting for her, but like she said, her hunger is greater than her fatigue, so she struggles to get some food into her stomach.
And I just want more and more, and I don't want that feeling to ever stop. And after I finish my breakfast and there's nothing left, I finally let myself get something sweet.
Seems to me like her major addiction is sugar. Lacey has this sweet sensation that comes from constantly consuming foods that have a lot of sugar. Even when she's done eating normal food, she has to top it up with something sugary.
Ever since I was young, it's been the only constant I can rely on. Food and my weight have always been a struggle for me.
If there is a time where I wasn't overweight, I don't remember that.
Looks like the eating habit runs in the family. Lacey says that her mother was a cook, so there was always food around her. Her mother struggled with binge eating, and so she picked it up too. Lacey and her mother bonded over food, and that's the beginning of her struggle.
It was around 80 pounds by the time I was 4. Sometimes my mom would take me out to eat for dinner.
And I really like to go out to eat with my mom because I got to spend a lot of time with her.
If a pediatrician tells you that your kid is off the charts, you really should be worried. Apparently, back when Lacey was younger, her mom took her to see a pediatrician, and at the time, she was already 3 times her normal weight.
One time we were all having dinner and they were fighting. My dad just got up and flipped the table. I was just crying because I was terrified. And from that point on, I started to get scared of my dad because he would lose his temper like that.
I think we're starting to get the picture of why she got addicted to food. Her parents did a lot of fighting because of their finances, and every time that would happen, her dad would always be so angry. That scared her, and it resulted in her eating out her sadness. Man, no child should ever have to go through that.
Can we hang out for a bit?
I'm tired. I think it's time for y'all to head out so I can rest.
Alrighty then. Love you.
I'll see you later.
Fine, don't do anything too crazy.
I can't believe she asked her friends to leave. Wow, Lacey's friends came over to try to talk to her about her weight problems. The moment they mentioned that they spoke to her mom, she just lost interest in the conversation. If only she could understand that they just want to help.
Me, a very happy mom.
Thanks.
Love you so much.
Love you. So, I think I'm done.
Okay.
You can go out, because you got it? I got it. All right.
Finally, it looks like Lacey finally listened to her friends. She reached out to her mom, and they decided that they would head down to Texas to see Dr. Now and find out if she could be healed. It's good to have amazing friends who care about you. Trust me.
Oh, damn it! I can't move, my leg hurts.
Which one, honey?
You can't touch me. Just leave me alone.
All right.
I can't believe this happened. I'm in so much pain right now.
I don't think you need me to tell you that she is in so much pain. Lacey and her mom finally make it to Texas. Trying to get out of the car, Lacey falls down and is unable to stand up. At this point, the doctor now might have to send down an ambulance to get her.
ID's ready?
Okay.
And we're gonna go right through security, okay?
Okay. I wasn't expecting this. This is the type of stuff I'm always worried about going anywhere, because most places don't have what I need to accommodate me. Now I'm gonna feel like everyone's looking at me, trying to struggle to get to the plane.
That face right there is the face of someone who is very disappointed in themselves. Lacey checks her weight, and she can't believe she weighs almost 700 pounds. Man, she probably hates herself right now.
You both have to take this seriously and do what you need. But if you don't, then Martha, you'll be burying Lacey here soon. And right now, it's just a matter of time before one little thing is too much for your body to handle and you will die.
That went pretty well. Dr. Now explains to Lacey and her mom that her condition might worsen if she doesn't start to work on her weight. The doc wants her to lose 80 pounds and move down to Texas. She assures him that she can lose weight, which is a good sign. Let's see if she can live up to her promise.
Right now is that I have done everything down to the letter with what Dr. Now told me. I made no excuses, and I haven't cheated once. So if I don't make my goal, then it was just impossible for me.
Wow, wow, wow. That has to be the best progress I've ever seen on the show. Lacey goes way past her target. She checks her weight at her second appointment, and she's been able to lose 105 pounds. I'm sure you are proud of her as well.
Before we do that, you need to move to Houston with your mom. If she's the one who will be with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, she is.
Okay, then you both need to move down here if you're going to be part of my program. So we can give you support and accountability to do this for long term.
Yay! I could not be more excited that Lacey was approved for weight loss surgery almost immediately. She said she could do it, and guess what? She actually did it. All that's left is for her to move down to Texas with her mom and get her surgery over with.
One possibility is no.
You don't tell me what to do.
There's no reason to. I've already talked to them.
I haven't.
You don't need to. I already told you what they said. You're not listening to me.
Him. I need to speak with him.
You're not the one who talked to.
Hold a second. Looks like there could be a problem. Lacey and her mother reunite with their dad, and things have not been going very smoothly. She's arguing with her mom right now, and it seems like her mom doesn't want to go all the way with her anymore.
After going to therapy, I've been trying to find something that will help me start to cope without going to food. But my mom got fed up with me since I still don't feel ready to move ahead with weight loss surgery.
Lacey might be in some real trouble. Her mother get fed up and moved back home because Lacey refused to follow through with her weight loss surgery. Now she's in a constant battle with whether she should eat or not eat. Could this be the end of the line for her?
Oh, part holding up when you stand up, and does it pull a lot? And
Do you want to see? Let me stand up.
yeah, go ahead and show. It's gonna start to get very painful. So you need to keep working hard. And once you lose around 80 more pounds, we will remove that.
Forcing myself to start each day is just miserable because I've gotten so big. My body feels like I'm in a prison. I'm just trapped. It's torture every day, and my body is so bad now.
Rina lays it bare. Her life is miserable, trapped, and torture every day. These aren't just words, they're the air she breathes. Watching her move, watching her simply exist, is to witness despair masquerading as routine. She's struggling for each breath, suffocating beneath her own weight. And yet, even in this suffocating reality, her first instinct is to look after Lee. He can't even manage for himself anymore, yet Rina shoulders that load while her own life is crumbling.
My mom would have these hallucinations that would lead to these fits. One time I was around 9 or 10 probably one night when I woke up to my mom screaming about my dad's face bleeding. I couldn't see nothing, so I was freaking.
Rina's backstory is drenched in trauma. Imagine being a child in a house of chaos where your mother suffers terrifying hallucinations, screaming about bleeding faces. For a little girl, how do you make sense of that? Rina turned to food. It became her protector, her tranquilizer, her escape hatch. But the biggest wound came when her mother walked away, abandoning the family entirely. Even worse, she blamed Rina, branding her as a bad kid. This betrayal shaped her survival blueprint. Eat to cope, eat to shield, eat to survive.
Because Lee's sister comes over every day and helps us.
Ready for breakfast?
Thought you'd never ask.
All right, Renee has done an excellent job of taking care of Lee, but within the last 2 to 3 years, she has went downhill so much that I have to do it.
Now, here's the other layer, the toxic environment she lives in as an adult. Lee admits outright that he lives for food every single day, orbiting his next meal. Then comes Cassie, his sister, who knows the food is harmful but still enables it out of fear they'll be upset without it. Let's be real, that's not love, that's sabotage masquerading as care. They're trapped in this destructive merry-go-round hand-feeding poison while calling it affection. The truth is, recovery doesn't just require willpower, it demands cutting off the very supply line that sustains the addiction.
And Renee, you are 549 pounds. And you both have significant health issues as a result of your weight. Renee, you're diabetic and you take an enormous amount of insulin. Yeah. The same seems to be the case for Lee too.
Dr. Now doesn't tiptoe or sugarcoat. He detonates denial. Lee tips the scale at 714 pounds, Rina at 549, and the facts couldn't be colder. Rina's drowning in diabetes, dependent on enormous doses of insulin. Lee's tethered to oxygen, his medical chart overflowing with life-threatening conditions. Dr. Now doesn't mince words. They've been in a very bad place for years, actively enabling one another's downfall. He isn't just giving a consultation, he's a wrecking ball, tearing down years of excuses, trying to jolt them awake before it's too late.
546. So you lost only 9 pounds this day. But Renee has lost almost 50 pounds at the same time, and she hasn't even had her bypass yet. What in the world is going on with you?
I guess I'm eating the wrong things.
Lee manages to lose just 9 pounds in 2 entire months. Dr. Now's frustration is volcanic, and honestly, I feel it too. Lee's excuse, I guess I'm eating the wrong things. Guessing, this isn't guesswork, it's survival. He shrugs, pretending not to understand why the weight isn't coming off, as though the problem is a mystery. No mystery here, it's denial in action. Lee is still trapped in the same cycle, still reaching for food as comfort while trying to deflect the blame from himself. It's infuriating to watch.
How in the
I
world
don't see
somebody...
how I'm playing any game. I throw up constantly. I eat what I can keep down.
That's how it works. You throw up constantly because the surgery forces you to when you overeat now.
But Dr. Now doesn't let it slide. He comes down with precision, exposing Lee's charade. He points out the truth. Lee played the game long enough to qualify for surgery, and now that he has it, he thinks he can cheat. But his vomiting isn't proof of effort. It's the bypass rejecting overeating. Lee is still cramming food in, and his body is fighting back. Dr. Now's righteous anger is unmistakable, but it's necessary. It's a reality check hammering through Lee's denial, a direct confrontation meant to shake him into facing the consequences of his choices.
You have to learn how to walk away from unhealthy confrontation. And if you find that you can't abstain from acting out in anger and getting physical with her, you leave the relationship.
Now here's where the story takes a dramatic emotional turn. In therapy, the counselor speaks about domestic violence, laying out how it escalates, first yelling, then hitting, and eventually worse. For the first time, Lee has a moment of clarity. He admits his mistakes, finally saying out loud, I see what I'm doing wrong. He apologizes to Rina with sincerity, breaking through a wall of anger built on food withdrawal and shame. Rina's answer is raw and strong. She tells him flatly, if you ever touch me again, I am gone. The shift is powerful.
Renee, you're down to 306, and that is total weight loss of 243 pounds. That's excellent. A few months ago, I wasn't sure if Lee was going to be able to get back on track.
Their weigh-in is nothing short of monumental. Lee, once an immovable 714 pounds, has dropped to 441, losing a staggering 273 pounds. Rina, who started at 549, now stands at 306, shedding 243 pounds. These numbers are victories carved from struggle, setbacks, and confrontation. Dr. Now can finally show optimism, and for once, it's contagious. This isn't just weight loss. It's proof that despite constant friction, emotional breakdowns, and battles with addiction, real progress can happen. It's hope, finally, with numbers that prove their fight is worth it.
And this time last year, I wouldn't even be able to try on clothes at a store.
It's very exciting to be able to try smaller things on, to be able to come in a regular store.
Rina's transformation is perhaps the sweetest ending of all. A woman once locked inside her own body is now in a regular store, trying on clothes with confidence. She looks at herself and says she likes what she sees, words that carry the weight of years of shame now lifting. She talks about enjoying the act of getting ready each day, something once unimaginable. Together, she and Lee are not just shedding pounds, but rebuilding dignity and rediscovering self-worth. The chains are gone, the path is open, and the life they fought for has truly begun.